Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another quick pick prediction video. In this video, I'll be predicting the heavyweight bout between Jairzinho Rozenstruik versus Augusto Sakai. So first off, Jairzinho is not 6'4", he is 6'1", 6'2" on a very good day, but really 6'1". I was at a live something. I mean, a live, I did go see his fight against Overeem live, but you know, that live pre-workout show or whatnot. And that man is not 6'4" for sure. Everybody knows that, but 6'2" even straight. I feel like he's 6'1" on the dot, but 6'2" for make him feel comfortable, make him feel happy about himself. He's 6'2" versus Augusto Sakai, who's 6'3", so he'll have at least a 1 if not 2 inch height advantage. But all this to be said, I'm still leaning to Jairzinho, and here is why. I feel like Augusto Sakai is a pretty good striker. I mean, he's a hell of a fighter. I said over him, like Floyd Mayweather says, but he's a good fighter. But hittable. But you can say the same thing about Jairzinho. If you look at his stats, you would probably lean to you will probably lean to Augusto Sakai because, for one, Jairzinho, most of the time when he wins, it's very quick. Outside of the Overeem fight, it's pretty quick, so it's not like he's gonna have the stats pattern where he's out there putting a boxing clinic on people and just shutting them out, slipping and moving, and going 12 and 30 rounds and stuff, and just outstriking people by a differential of like 10-1. He's not that type of striker. He's typically, if he's landing on you, typically you're going out. But he can go longer. It's not like he's a fighter that's one and done and he's in the first round. After the first round, he's gas. He could take it 5 rounds. He's an experienced striker. But as far as in the realm of MMA, it's not going to take him long. When he starts landing on you, it's over. So obviously stats going to say that way. So I'm not going to factor the stats too much against him. They're not the greatest, but they're not the worst either. But at this moment, I feel like Sakai's stats, at least on fight metric and whatnot, are better. But I'm not leaning off fight metric because sometimes it's relevant enough. Sometimes you can't lean off fight metric and stuff. A lot of times you can't, but sometimes it do help to lean off that. But basically, with this one, back to Sakai, got flat out outstruck by Arlovsky, but they gave it to him. Should have lost that one. Should have lost that. Really should have lost that one. He got outstruck badly by Arlovsky. Not bad, like he was getting pieced up, bloodied up, and almost knocked out, but the straight up numbers and the straight up what was round by round what was actually happening I think he was outstruck by like 10 or more strikes every single round by Arlovsky. Arlovsky's a legend and all, but at that age and where he's at currently, he should not be getting done that way by him. Gave up a clear heavy first, made Chase Sherman look like a actual contender in the division in that first round versus Chase Sherman. Not talking about Arlovsky, I'm actually talking about Augusto Sakai. Had Blagoy Ivanov flat-footed and limited striking arsenal, be able to land on him several times, tag him up. But where I'm going with this is I feel like Sakai, almost a zero head movement. Yes, he can be on this bouncy, but still flat-footed. He's bouncing on flat feet. Like the point is not to be bouncy; it's to be on your toes. I mean, you're gonna be bouncing someone on your toes, but it's about being on your toes, not bouncing. I feel like he can be a bouncy fighter at times, and he'll be agile, be a fast heavyweight. But when you're flat-footed, it's hard to evade shots, and he's flat-footed. So pretty much anyone has been able to tag him. It's like if you want to hit him, he's not hard to hit. And you can say the same thing about Jairzinho to an extent, but you're gonna worry about the bombs coming back. But I guess you could say the same thing about Sakai. But I feel like with Sakai, much more hittable, relatively, regardless of the level of competition. And also, I'll go say on Jairzinho's side, the people that have beat him, well, Ngannou is just a different beast. He breaks rules. Ciryl Gane is a fighter who is very elusive, moves very well, mixes up angles, mixes up his strikes, plays the distance very well. And also, you got to factor in he has to actually have a relatively solid and respectable ground game, whereas Sakai has not shown a respectable ground game at all against anyone as far as in the UFC. So I really feel like Jairzinho has shown a better ground game, at least defensively, than Sakai. It's not even close. But what I feel in this one, I feel that Sakai has been too hittable, and with that not really moving his head, I feel like Jairzinho is the much more experienced, much higher level striker, and with his arsenal, I feel like his strikes will get off. I feel like he's more explosive, faster, better eyes, better read, and I feel like he'll be able to find that jab all day on find that jab all day on Sakai, who doesn't move his head. Be to find the overhand, be to switch stance, land that switch head kick that he likes to land, and be to really be able to get land shots clean on Sakai. I feel like coming off that loss to Ciryl Gane, he'll be a little bit more active, and definitely not gonna have as hard of a target, or as skilled, or as talented, or as gifted, or an actual true talent in the division like Gane in front of him, and will be able to make up for the loss and with his last experience where he would just flat out did not perform and really got shut down. It's not that he didn't perform. It's Gane made him not perform. Gane shut him down. Gane played him with his technique. So I feel like he'll be able to do that. I'm not saying he'll do that to Augusto Sakai, but I feel like he'll be able to get off on Sakai without much issue at all against Sakai. I don't see him going to try and blow his wide and go for a finish. I see him being composed, landing his shots, looking for the opportunity. And it's not like he's a guy that goes out and just swing wild shots. All this stuff he sets up, it's not a case of him just going out there and swinging blindly. He has clean technique. It just happens that when he lands clean and sets with technique, people go out. So he'll be able to go for 5 rounds. I see against Sakai. Now I think he'll be able to land the cleaner, flusher shots and find the better openings and be able to find Sakai more than Sakai's able to find him and find Sakai cleaner. Another thing I'll say about Jairzinho, outside of the Ngannou fight where he clearly got folded and put in a stretcher, his striking, or he might get hit a lot, but he rarely ever gets hit clean and flush. That's the difference. Some people have, like, even in Adesanya, you might feel like he gets hit more, but Adesanya rarely gets hit flush. That's the thing about high level fighters, especially high level strikers. Sometimes you might seem like to get a lot of shots landed on you. The stats might reflect that, but it's a difference. Some guy could get landed 5, one guy could land 20 shots on, but other guy every single shot, head rolling back, neck about to fall off the head. But other guys like boom, boom, they moving their head, they roll him every single shot. And Jairzinho can roll with shots, and he can miss shots. And I don't think Sakai has shown that ability. But one thing he has shown is that he does have a tough head. Not as nearly the level of striker, defensively or offensively, but that is one thing to factor. But I feel like Jairzinho will be the crack and will be able to put his lights out. I don't think it'll be with one shot early, but I do think it's going to be over time, and I do see him put him away in the 3rd round. So in this one, I got Jairzinho Rozenstruik via 3rd round TKO.